Forgot to tell my mother. I was supposed to tell my mother. Somebody tell my mother. Somebody message my mother and say, hey, your daughter's live. She was supposed to tell you, and she forgot. So go ahead. I'll just let Mom get 672 messages from all of you. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see that far away. How am I looking? All right. Looking fabulous, KJ. That's how you're looking. Making a little brekkie over here. Actually, no, I'm making a latte. Making myself a little brekkie. Good morning, Meredith. Hey, Mallory. I'm going to make some delightful cherry cheesecake parfaits. Doesn't that sound yummy? I'm starving, peeps. Starving, and I'm hoarse, and I don't know why. Let's make parfaits. Do you guys like cherry cheesecake? Just me? I love me some cherry cheesecake. I like me cheesecake in any form. Hey, Kay. Hey, Susan. Right, Hannah? And it's E cheesecake bowls. Okay. Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? You mean my little white curtain? Is that the one you mean? Or do you mean these cute ones over here, Bonnie? Because these ones are really cute too. They're really cute. All right. All of those sound delightful. Yeah, I'm going to make an E. Bonnie clap. This is going to be like a yogurt cheesecake, cream cheese. I'm going to make it cheesecakey, don't you worry. I've got some cherries in here. I'd like them better if they had a chance to sit and thaw, but they haven't. So instead, I'm just going to nuke them straight out of the freezer. That sounds fun. All right, let me come over here and nuke these. Hold on. I'm just going to warm them for 1 minute. I don't want them like hot. I just want them thawed out a little. Did my camera, see when I hold up my hand talking to people, all of a sudden my camera stops following me. Is it following me? Is it following me? Come here. I love technology. All right, there we go. Now it's following me. I'm making myself a little latte to go with my cherry cheesecake. Let me finish this. I should have finished it before I started talking to you all, but I'm not that organized. If I was, this would be the Food Network, and it ain't the Food Network, is it? So you're just going to have to deal. It's purging. That's what that's called. It's purging itself. Doesn't that sound yummy? All right. Before I start my latte brewing, I'm going to get a little hot water. About a tablespoon or so, couple tablespoons of hot water. I am going to bloom some gelatin real quick because gelatin is so much healthier for you and less hard on your gut when you bloom it first. So I'm going to do half a tablespoon of gelatin, and I'm just going to pour a little cold water in there. I got some hot water. Go ahead and brew their latte. All right, tablespoon of gelatin, or sorry, half tablespoon of gelatin, half tablespoon of cold water. That's aggressive this morning. Yeah, right. The Food Network will likely this is why the Food Network will never ask me. I can't even speak English. I can't speak. The Food Network is unlikely to ever ask me to join them in anything. They couldn't handle my psycho. Can you imagine? It would be extremely cuckoo pants. It just would not go well. All right. Man, I have been drinking a lot of espresso. All right. About a tablespoon of hot water in my bloomed gelatin. So bloom your gelatin with a little cold water. Let it sit for 15 seconds or so. It doesn't need to be long. Add a little hot water in it to melt it again. And ta-da! it's bloomed, and now it's good for your gut, and it has healing properties, and it has protein, and it's delightful, and you'll thank me later. Gotta have this. So good. I don't care if I ever have a normal cup of coffee again, just so you know. We went to Dunkin' the other day, and I was like, it's okay, but it's not my latte. It doesn't even have sweetener in it, and it's that good. That's what's so good. So mind-blowing to me is that I can drink espresso with no sweetener. It's shocking. All right, let's recap since I've been all over the place. Half tablespoon of gelatin with about a tablespoon of cold water, sat for 10-15 seconds, poured a tablespoon of hot water in that to remelt it. Now my gelatin is bloomed. I'm going to do about half a tablespoon of baobab in there. I'm going to do about half a teaspoon of cream cheese extract. That's optional. I just want it to taste cheesier. Do I have any Laughing Cow down here? Because that would be a good addition to this. I don't think I do. I think my Laughing Cow is upstairs laughing its head off because it's not down here. All right, you could put a wedge of Laughing Cow in there if you wanted, but I don't have any. I haven't been putting anything in it, Mallory. Oh my goodness. Okay. My yogurt. Every single time I make a plan and I go to implement it, something isn't available to me. Okay, it's not even just a tiny bit frozen, it's rock solid. No, like, Meredith, I'm not sure that I could blend it. Like, I can't even get it out. If I try to put this thing in there, like, it's not going in. It's like frozen rock solid. I don't know if I can get it in my blender, Meredith. I don't know. I probably. That's a good idea. Let's try that. Let's put a little hot water. Let's try that. Meredith is full of ideas this morning. Let's do that. Every time KJ has a plan, the plan falls through. I think my fridge was turned up a little too high or down a little too low, whichever way you want to look at it. I could nuke it. I mean, it is rock solid, y'all. Okay, we're going to skip the yogurt. We're going to let that thaw at room temperature for a couple hours, and then we'll eat it another day. And now I have frozen yogurt smeared all the way across my counter. I need to get a paper towel dispenser to make it easier, as much as I go through paper towels. All right, well, step one, fail. I would recommend that you do half a cup of Greek yogurt and half a cup of cottage cheese. However, if the mood strikes you and you'd like to do an entire cup of cottage cheese, you just go ahead. If for any reason you find yourself in a situation where you can't use Greek yogurt, then just go with 1 cup of cottage cheese. Backup plan, have one, okay? It's 1 cup. Step 1, don't do any of that. All right, add a little super sweet in there. I can't believe, well, really, I mean, I say I can't believe that just happened, but are any of you surprised? Teaspoon with a cute little, I mean, that's just so cute. That little golden spoon that came with that mug. All right, that's all I was going to put in there. I was going to add a little, 1 teaspoon of half and half, 1 tablespoon, I mean. 1 tablespoon is 1¼ grams of fat. So 1 tablespoon of half and half. So a little added fat in your E. All right, blend it up with your yogurt and your cottage cheese. If you can get your blender to turn on. The gelatin is going to give this the cheesecake consistency. Can you hear me well? Oh, who's calling me? Don't be calling me in the middle of a live. You just shut off my screen. Now I can't see it over here because it just shut me up. There we go. It just came back on its own. I just need to be patient. I only have cottage cheese because I remembered to buy that this weekend, Cindy, at Sam's Club. It might be better to bloom your gelatin in a different container and pour it on top of your cottage cheese because it's sticking to the side of my container. If you don't have one of these immersion blenders, get one. You can get them pretty cheap on the Zon. They're worth every penny. They are just the most fabulous instrument. I should taste that before I completely clean this off to make sure I don't need to reblend, but why when I can waste the effort right now? Do you know what that tastes like? Oh, I strike what I said about a yogurt. Just go with straight cottage cheese and the gelatin. That tastes like cheesecake. That is good. Just bear with me for a moment while I rinse this so that I don't have to spend an hour trying to scrape it clean later. Look at me thinking ahead. Hang on tight. I know it makes for an exciting video when I spend time washing dishes, but listen, I have a busy schedule. I need to utilize all the time I can. That tastes like cream cheese. No, this is a Emerald Lagasse Mallory. That gelatin in there thickens that up. Can you see how much thicker that is than just plain whipped cottage cheese? It's a lot thicker. And that super sweet and the cream cheese extract. That tastes just like cheesecake. Don't put the yogurt in there. Go straight for the 1 cup of cottage cheese. Let me zoom back out. All right, let's make parfaits. Hold on, I'll get my melted cherries. Oh, they're perfect. They're melty and still cold. I nuked them 1 minute and look, no, they're nice and juicy. Look at that plump little thing. Because this is an E Mallory. I didn't put cream cheese. Whoops, where'd that water come from? I didn't put cream cheese in it. I put cream cheese extract. I don't want cream cheese because this is a lovely E brekkie or snacky or lunch or whatever you want it to be. It's your food. I don't care when you eat it. Eat your food whenever you want. Nobody says you have to have it for breakfast. I'm going to cut these in half. You don't need to do this. Skip this if you want to save time. Pro tip. Don't do what you don't want to do or you don't have time to do. If you ain't got time to do the extra step, don't do it. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. I don't care what you do. All right, I'm gonna put a few cherries in the bottom. Top it with my cheesecake. Oh, it's so thick. And you know what? Is that if you were to make this ahead of time and stick it in the fridge, that is going to firm up even more and be just ridiculously good. So good. It's going to be thick like cheesecake. All right. Can I do what? Blend these into there? Why not? Sure you can. You can. You could totally blend your cherries right in. That's actually a fabulous idea, Mallory. It would be delicious. I'd rather dirty 15 different implements. Now, where did the spatula go? I washed it. Where did I think I put it? Well, that's bizarre. Where did that go? Oh, it's right here. Never mind. KJ's on top of it. I mean, if you wanted, you could even eat it right out of this container if you really wanted to be, you know, extra effective with your time. I honestly don't care what you do. Doesn't matter to me one little bit. I have no skin in the game. It's your cheesecake, not mine. Oh man, I can't wait to eat this. Oh, stink! I wanted to put some protein powder in there. That's all right. There's 26 grams of protein right here. I really don't need any extra, but I wanted extra. A little hempy hemp in there would be good. You know, there's a little cherry juice. I'm just going to go ahead and pour it on the top because I can. I need to start washing my dishes as soon as I put them in the sink because what I've been doing, I probably shouldn't admit to you what I've been doing. I always let the dog clean out my bowl. Listen, if you don't do that, I don't care. If you don't like to let the dog lick out your bowl, if you think it's gross, well, that's fine and dandy. But I do let my dog lick out the bowls. And I've been letting him lick out the bowl, and then I come out here and put it in the sink, and then the next morning I look at it and I think, is that clean or did the dog lick it out? I should probably wash it a second time. Hard telling how many times I've eaten out of the bowl that the dog just cleaned. Don't worry, I clean it a second time. Man, I've made a royal mess for supposed to be a simple cheesecake. Oh, I gotta take out the trash. It's garbage day. I need a spoon. Oh, I meant to make it in this so you could see it. It's a good thing I'm so organized. Now, how did I get cottage cheese in there? How did I do that? How did I get cottage cheese all over? Whatever. I'm the only one that eats in this kitchen. Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? You can't see it, but let's give it a little taste. That's so good. What do you mean there's no sound? Oops. Can you hear me now? I think I hit the power button on my microphone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Verizon? Anyone? Okay. All right. Meredith. She made me think I broke my sound. All right. All right. It was Meredith. Her son came in with earbuds and disconnected her sound. All right. This would be even better if it sat in the fridge for a couple hours, but who's got time for that? Guys, that's really good. That's excuse me. That's really, really good. I'm going to go take my matchy match cups, drink my latte, and eat my cheesecake for breakfast. Tell me that isn't, I mean, well, you can't tell me it isn't delicious because you can't taste it from there. But it is really, really good. And how easy was that? And it's so much thicker than just whipped cottage cheese. It tastes like cheesecake. And if you put that in the fridge to firm up, I know I've repeated myself like 6 times this morning, but that's okay. It's what I do. If you put that in the fridge and let it sit for a couple hours, it would get even thicker. You could use any fruit. If I use strawberries on this or blueberries, it would totally be a fuel ball. You could use pineapple. You could take the extra time to make some lemon curd if you were feeling froggy. You could put anything, really, because you know why? It's your cheesecake and you can do whatever you want. I don't care. But that's how I do it. All right. I love you. Thanks for joining me this morning. Listen, do you know what's on Friday? We're making mocktails up in here in this kitchen. I'm making strawberry daiquiris, mojito with lime, Bloody Mary's my favorite, and blackberry margaritas. All virgin because we're good girls. We're not going to get listen, I can barely maintain my composure sober. Do you really think I'm going to make cocktails live when people are paying to learn? I can't even say it without alcohol. Do you think I'm really going to make it that way? I'm not. So if you'd like to join me, it's $10 and it's going to be a fun night of drinking mocktails, making mocktails and then drinking them. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come join me. Go to my website, joyfullifewithkj.com. If you would like to get the class for free, all you have to do is sign up to be in my group coaching. And starting this Friday is No Shame September, where we are going to ditch the shame. We're going to talk deep about shame and the harm of self-shame and the harm of walking by the mirror going, ugh. The harm of going, my flabby arms. I don't want to go out on the beach because somebody's going to see my rolls. Listen, girl. We're going to ditch that all starting Friday. So if you want to join me for the month of September, it's only $89. Go to my website, sign up for there. And then soon after, we'll do Holy Healthy Holidays. And I've been doing lots of planning for that. And I'm so excited for Holy Healthy Holidays. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you back tomorrow for devotions, bright and early, and back for breakfast, at some point when I get around to it. I love you so much. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. They said something about holding it down while it blends, so maybe I should have done that. You're gonna come.